Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It is me, it is CGB. Today is all about Black Red Karn. We're going to throw it into Quick Constructed based on some feedback and some stats. Yeah, stats. I'm going to do some things different. I'm going to record 3 games of Quick Constructed, put that up as a video, and then put another 3 games up probably throughout the week. We'll figure out how that fits into my own scheduling, but you'll probably see the first 3 games and the next 3, God willing, and the next 3, God willing, as you never know if we're actually going to win that many games, but we try. Also, with some feedback and some looking around the internet, I decided to add a few things to the deck. I cashed in a mythic on an Angrath, and I've felt like that's a pretty happy addition to the deck. I also added a 25th land. I made it a Field of Ruin. Those replaced one of the Doomfalls, one of the Wily Goblins. So some minor changes to the deck just for consistency's sake. And let's get into one of those events. If you want to see the deck tech on this, there's a previous video with that where we talk more in depth about the card choices, things of that nature. And I have no idea what's going to happen here. As we enter the Quick Constructed ranks, you will see me win, you will see me lose. I'm not sure. Alright, into the game. We've got 2 maps, we've got Karn, we've got lands. It's a keeper. It's a little slow. Could be under pressure, and if so, could be a problem. But we will put it all to the test. If you hear me pause, it's because I record my matches in Quick Constructed, both for the meta and for my personal information, stats of how I do, how much gold I earn, things of that nature. So I've got a notepad I keep by the computer, I write things down, I enter them in a spreadsheet later. Little pauses, or if you hear a pen clicking, that is what's going on. Let's put a stop on the upkeep. We're probably going to upkeep Scry here. Opponent, is it the obligatory? Yes, it is. The first round vampires. This is such a phenomenon here in the arena that it seems like I play the vampire deck in the first round all the time. Doomfall, not particularly great against them, especially since I would much rather work on finding a Sweltering Suns, something of that nature. Although I'd rather not have more lands, but I guess you can't be too choosy. Let's resolve other map, but no upkeep stop this time, as we're likely going straight to Karn land. Radiant Destiny is the play. So let the beatings commence. Now, does Karn need to tick down is kind of an interesting question here. And I guess so. We can make a 3/3. If the opponent uses Ixalan's Binding or something like that on Karn, at least we got something out of the deal. Then we definitely want to start using maps to try to make Karn go big. Here's a cast down on the token, so the Zealot, now if he has, wow, he has the perfect mix to kill Karn. The absolute perfect mix that turn. Well, there you go. We're gonna have to find a new Karn, and let's pump the map. And that's a pretty good draw. I'll take it. I'd have preferred to be able to cast it, but that's life. Let's leave up Vraska's Contempt to say go. So I'm guessing here comes a Champion of Dusk, a Sky Marcher. Okay, better than Champion of Dusk, I suppose. There's a Call of the Feast. That's annoying. I'm gonna have to really work on finding those Sweltering Suns. And that's the question. Do you Vraska's Contempt the Lieutenant here, or do you work on finding Sweltering Suns and just really push all of your will into that? Glorybringer's not gonna win us the game on his own here. But he can pick off some vampires. Let's see, if this hits for 1, 2, and then we kill this, so then there's 8, 16, 8. Then the next turn I still need something else to stay alive. But I suppose I have the Deadlands, so I have options. That, of course, is assuming the opponent doesn't add anything to the board, which is not safe. Well, that didn't work. Let's flip this. Phoenix. Probably not good enough. A Binding or a Cast Out, and that is pretty much a non-card here. for glory. We're gonna need lands to get through our deck, whatever we're trying to do. So we'll play them. And here comes another Zealot. Yep. Gonna be sweeper or bust, it looks like. So with that in mind, I think it's totally worth it to get more scries here. Ah, ha 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 ha, draw. Finally, this is getting nervous. This is getting a little bothered. Oh, look at how bothered I am. We're still in the draw step. Main. Ugh, gosh, that's annoying. Almost put me on tilt. All right, 3. 3 to your stuff. Burn it down. Burn it down. Burn it down. Make it all die. Go away. The sun's too hot, man. Can't take it. Can't take the heat. Gotta get out of the kitchen. There's a cast out. Not that surprised. Yep. Sometimes I just feel they gotta respawn. They're like, well, I'm not just gonna let this stand. This cannot stand. Let's scry first. Okay. Hit me with a new card. Meh. Doesn't have any good targets yet. Let's cycle you. Okay. Trying to work our way to more action. Certainly the treasure maps have done work this game. Trying to keep us in it. The Doomfall. Again, making him sacrifice a creature isn't that good, but right now it's fine as we're trying to survive. So am I greedy? Do I take this card? I guess I just do want removal. Ways to live. But let's draw first and see if that changes things. Wily Goblin, huh? I mean, that's okay. It's not great. Don't get me wrong. But it's okay. Let's shorten this clock, even if it is just taking out half a card. We're gaining a lot of card advantage, so hopefully that means we keep up. Oh yes, Skyblade of the Legion off the top. 2/4 attacker. Alright, put that upkeep stop on, keep the maps coming. Whatever the last card is, some removal, another cast down perhaps. Probably not a Moment of Craving. That could have killed the Glorybringer with the Sweltering Suns, unless he just drew it. Another Glorybringer though. Hard to turn that down if it's not instant speed removal. He is holding it up, so it's a little risky to go for the Glorybringer. Let's see. Like, using a Deadlands is a guaranteed, but I guess we gotta get the last card out of the hand somehow, don't we? Don't we? Don't we, guys? We just gotta go for it. Gotta have faith. That man ain't gonna tap itself. Alright. Xert. Kill it. Yes. Burn it down. Burn it all down. Let's see here. Wait, cancel. We got enough mana for 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I guess we'll take the draw first. I was thinking about scrying first. Wily Goblin. Keep them coming. All right. Man, the treasure maps have put in work. They've been working so hard. We've found so much treasure. So much treasure thanks to ye treasure map. Goblin giving up his life for the team. He's a good team player. Next, we got the mountain. We'll bottom you, untap. Scry you. Keep it coming. How about an Abrade? Abrade's fine. Abrade can kill that little token. Let's keep the cards coming. You might wonder, is there a point where you stop drawing cards because you want your treasures around for when Karn shows up? And no, not really. Not when you're in a scrap like this. You'd rather have the cards. Just about all the time. I could just fling a desert at this, and I think that's fine, right? Because, yeah, keep our cards in hand. Let's fling a desert. We have the mana, we have the time. You don't always have the mana and the sorcery speed time to do things like that, whereas Abrade is much easier to keep available. Forerunner. Whatever our opponent puts on top, we have a Field of Ruin. We can shuffle it away. So that might be a priority. Let's see what they get. Let's see what they think is the bee's knees. A Twilight Prophet. Okay. We can let Glorybringer finish this, or we can just start clocking with Glorybringer and not exerting. I think we'll let Glorybringer finish it. We can play control in this matchup. We're in good shape. Let's see. It's probably a land in their hand. It's definitely... We can assume it's a blank for the most part, but I like to be sure. Yep, that'll be fine. You can make that assumption based on all the things that haven't happened for as long as they've been holding that card, but at the same time, when given the option and we have an abundance of resources like this, might as well check. May as well be absolutely sure. Alright, let's just keep these coming. Good. Shuffle away the Twilight Prophet. And it's looking pretty. We turned it around. Had a few scary seconds there, but we found the Sweltering Suns right on time. Now I don't know if the Vampire deck has any road back in. Argyl's Bloodfast would be really annoying, as we can't really deal with it, and they could pay life and stock up a bunch of cards. But I don't foresee that happening anytime soon. Cycle you. Start our turn. Alright. Bring more glory. Watch that sweet dragon animation. If you choose all attack down here, it assumes that you do not want to exert. So I find that safer than trying to pick between exert and non-exert. Sometimes you click the wrong thing. The game is a little click funky. Every now and then, it gets a little click funky. You swear you clicked on this, but they say, nah, game decided you clicked on this. Opponent with one card in their hand. What do you think they? What do you think they're thinking about? Probably whether or not to cast something into the Glorybringer. So maybe it's a card like a Legion Lieutenant, where if they play it, the Glorybringer just eats it, and there's no value. But then you think, well, what do I do if I'm not playing it? What am I hoping to draw? It could also be the I can't win slow roll. It happens. It's a thing. How many extra cards have we drawn with the treasure map this turn? If we've been on par with our opponent, it looks like about 7. I know that we used a few clues early on to cast some spells, but yeah. I say clues, and of course I mean treasure. Of course I mean treasure. They're too similar for me to differentiate sometimes. Ah, it's a Legion's Landing. Okay. We'll just get rid of it. Opponent may want to concede. So we'll just try to end whatever suffering they may have. Yeah, nice. I know. Sorry, opponent. Sorry. Alright, combat, attacks. Get him. Probably doesn't want to watch me activate a Planeswalker, but
Never seen water burn.
he stuck it out this
No
far. He
fire,
is a true trooper
no
to the end.
steel.
But I will not be scooping to anybody in the quick constructed. It rewards your wins, not your losses. And there's a Champo Dusko. So we'll put that ability on the stack and we'll Contempt it so he doesn't even get the shot on the last card. And Angrath, you can do the honors.
No fire.
Hit him with the hammer.
No steel.
All right. Game 1. Let's find our second game. Okay. On the draw, I will keep it. We do need to draw some land, but we have an interaction. We have a play if we draw any land, and if it's a red, we have a sweeper, which is really good. And if we draw 2 lands, our whole hand is pretty much on. And of course, red, red, red. When you're on the draw with an awkward grip, it's always the red deck. Only the red deck comes after you in that scenario. Firebrands in the house. I guess we have to map and work on second red, so I'm going to mark upkeep. Lannery? Oh, black? It's pirates! It's not red. It's pirates! Arg. They get some red crossfire hate. Guilty by association sort of thing. It's a land, but it's not the land I need. I need double red, so nope. Yeah, we'll go main, we'll go here, we'll go cut. We're about to get our neck broken. If our opponent has the neck breaker, this is gonna hurt. If they have just about anything here, it's gonna hurt. Glorybringer, Charging Monstrosaur, all the goodies. All the goodies. We definitely have enough sources of red in the deck. If anything, I overkilled on that. It's sad that it's not happening here for us. But that's life. Sometimes you just can't do anything about it. You got a Bravado? Is that what we're thinking? We're thinking Bravado here? I wouldn't Bravado a 1/1. And run amok. +3/+3 and tramps. Brutal. Nasty. Evil. Missed. Jesus. Nope. Yeah, we hadn't, so failing to upkeep Scry didn't matter there. We were gonna brick either way, and there's Hazoret, and that is game. So 2 lands on the draw, didn't get there. I don't think you throw those hands away. You'll get there about, I think it's like 65% is something like that, but you will lose some. You will lose some. You wonder if I kept the other land and had like access to Vraska's Contempt there, maybe we'd be better off. Maybe I played a little too aggressive trying to get that second red, going for the Sweltering Suns. Maybe. Maybe I shouldn't have been so greedy. Alright. Everybody has their own thing. What would you have done? Go ahead and tell me in the comments how you would totally kick my butt. Let's get the Goblin down so we have the Phoenix next turn. Hopefully sliding under some counter magic if our opponent goes for Curious Obsession or something. We just get a Phoenix out. Might be hard to deal with. They could have an unsummon. So this might be mono blue flyers or some kind of pirate build. So far just a Siren Storm Tamer beating down. They just pass the turn. I don't think I want a Phoenix into the open mana. I think I'll go for second Goblin. Shifts the race. We have Abrade open if we want to use our treasures for it. So I'll play the Slough. And if our opponent tries to do something funky, like put a Curious Obsession on this, we can zap it. But I'm still really unclear what we're up against. Might be God Pharaoh's Gift. They run this card sometimes. But mostly the mono blue flyers is where I've seen it lately. Second Storm Tamer. What on earth is going on? And leaving up the mana the whole way. So Lookout's Dispersal and cards like that are forefront on my mind. So we'll just fight back with more goblins, I think. Alright, I will put out the map. With 4 mana open. Oh, won't do anything about that. How about this? How about another Wily Goblin? All 3 of them showed up, at least in a weird place, where hopefully we're making our opponent's Lookout Dispersal or some kind of counterspell or bounce spell bad. Of course, cards like Phoenix, if we just slam them, make those cards very good, because our opponent definitely wants to trade up for our mana and our primo threats. I am a little worried about a card like a Tempest Djinn, which coming out anytime now with Siren Storm Tamers protected can really hurt. And there we go. It's on. 1 mana up now. Let's do some scry action, shall we? Second Abrade. Well, we can kill the Storm Tamers. But I think my best play is going to be to get the Phoenix down. So, but Abrade is a relevant spell. It's just not really the removal spell I want. So, this might be really greedy. I'm going to bottom it. Alright. Happy to use these to play the Phoenix if I need to. Another Phoenix might be good. I think the best way they have to remove it, though, is unsummon, which means they just clog our hand, so I'd rather have better options. Again, this might be greedy. I'm just kind of digging for the perfect stuff. There's a Doomfall. That's pretty good. Don't think he'll block the Goblin, but we can test him. Yeah, it definitely doesn't play around Sweltering Suns if he fails to block the Goblin here. And, well, I think we get out the Phoenix. Make him have an unsummon or something like it. Opponent says, oops. As in they let it resolve, perhaps? As in they tapped out? Or as in now they're going to bounce or Kefnet's last word, my Phoenix, and bury me? I don't know. But that chart, of course, pre-combat seems a little soft. So maybe we're in all right shape because we have a Phoenix now. This is the first time I've played against the Blue Flyers in the Quick Constructed. Played against Legend, running it a few times in casual ranked. Had some fun matchups with red-green monsters. He put one of them on a YouTube video, if anybody's interested in looking that up, his Mono Blue Flyers YouTube video. I played him 5 times that day. It's like we kept matching over and over, and I was trying to watch his stream. I wasn't streaming at the time, I was trying to watch his, so I kept having to log out. Fun stories. Well, he found a bounce effect, which is very annoying. Very ungood. Uh-huh. So taking 7 here with the possibility to take 8 next turn with another land. He definitely drew the blink of an eye off of the chart, of course, or else he would have played it with kicker. Let's do this first. What I most want is more land, really, but we'll see. Alright, I'll take it this time. We could try to hit that hand. Again, he can sacrifice it, the Siren Stormtamer, though, to counter it. Since these can't block, we'll keep them attacking. And we'll go for our Phoenix, holding up cards like Abrade and Doomfall and trying to make it work. Make our opponent find another bounce spell. We've seen the blink of an eye, perhaps on Summon is also lurking. We do have another blink of an eye. So we will... It's interesting. I think we'll respond with a Braid, and I think we'll just go after one of the Storm Tamers. Just in case he draws like and goes land, Lookout's Dispersal as well. But we've got to reduce the damage we're taking here. Just a little bit. We got to play our cards. What we don't want is a favorable wins next turn to be lethal because we took an extra point from a Siren Stormtamer, even if our Phoenix could block the Djinn. Little things like that. Weird roundabout outs. And does the opponent didn't draw land, which is a little scary because it means they have more threats. Alright, Wily Goblins, keep doing your thing. Keep being wily. Keep being wily. So we have weird choices. We could sack out our treasures and Doomfall our opponent. They might sack the Stormtamer to prevent that. That's not very good. So I think I'm better off... What could I draw that would get me out? Not much. Not much. Yeah, I guess we make him sacrifice the Storm's Tamer then. See if they want to use the Storm Tamer to counter this. Get a look at this hand. See if there's a Lookout's Dispersal that we've been playing around for a really long time. It's a tough decision with the Storm Tamer because what if I play something in follow-up that kills the Djinn? Then my opponent has nothing. Dive Down. Syncopate. Wizard's Retort. Slither Blade. Criminy. If we take the Dive Down... The Slither Blade, though, getting in for lethal is scary. We're only on 3 life, so we go to 2 next turn. If we take away the Dive Down, though, he can pump the Tempest Djinn, and Phoenix is a chumper. But Phoenix comes back. Yeah, I think it has to be the Slither Blade, which is so frustrating. But, no, we can probably count on drawing another removal spell. Let's get the Dive Down. Let's get the Dive Down. That turns on Sweltering Suns if we can get this Djinn off the table, or at least stonewall it. And then I'll save this to have a cycle draw next turn. He's got a lot of mana open now. Did he draw the bounce spell? Here comes the Slither Blade. And no attacks, and we drew the Sweltering Suns. Wow. But He's got 3 toward up. So, bad news. Do we keep attacking him with goblins? And how do we get this to resolve? Let's draw a card. That is not going to resolve. But, if we go for it, we'll draw a counter spell. I don't know if there's a world, though, where I can play both of these in the same turn. So we gotta draw it out somehow. Now I do wish I had the land available. I probably mucked all of this up somewhere. So, we gotta get through, because he's got 1 and then 2, and I'm dead. So, we gotta have something next turn. Something to go with the Suns. Like a Vraska's Contempt would do it, a second Suns would do it, another removal spell would do it. I'm really regretting the dive down pick, to be honest. I don't know where I was going with that. I regret it very much. Second Jin. Oh no! So dead. Down to 2. Draws an Abrade. Well, there's no way to kill him. I've only got 7. See if we can make him think. Yeah, he does have a wizard. He's about to lose it, though. He lost the wizard. Man. But the Phoenix is gonna die, which leaves me open to the... Okay. Now what? Can't kill both. So now I need to cycle this. And what do I need to hit? A Vraska's Contempt? I can Abrade this, but I need to kill one of these. If I cast the Sweltering Suns, my Phoenix will die, which means I can't block one of these. So I'm sure I mucked this game up in 100 ways, but let's see what we can do from the spot we are in. Not good enough. Not good enough. Is there anything for 2 mana that does it? No. But we can hope our opponent screws up on the attack, but I doubt they will. Well, that means it didn't matter. Too bad. Bad Dan. I'm sure that I messed this game up 150 ways. But we gotta get on to the next one. Okay, so that is 3 games down with Karn. I guess if we lose our next one, we can get it all into one video, so we may as well play it. And if we win our next one, it'll be a good cliffhanger for next time, and we get to go out on a win. So I don't think there's... I think this is a free roll. There's no risk to playing this one out. Alright, let's keep it. I definitely feel off. I feel that I've played not good Magic for at least 2 games in a row, so I'm going to try to shake it here. You guys can tell me all about it in comments, that's fine. I'm right there with you. I know. I can feel it in my bones. When I watch it back, I'll probably be writing down notes of where I went wrong. Opponent, I'm not going to Doomfall there, I'm going to Sweltering Suns for land drop. Because this doesn't look like a creature deck, but let's see. Maybe it's a red-white approach. Oh, everything changed. And then everything changed. Am I still supposed to Sweltering Suns for land drop? I mean, I can't cast it right now. If I hit a land drop, I've got all this going on, so I'm still going to do it. I may regret this. Wow. Let's just have them exile a creature they control for right now. Maybe we're up against Path of Metal, some kind of white-red shenanigans. And we're having another land drop light game. I mean, we are an expensive deck. I talked in the deck about how curvy we are and how much we need to hit our land drops. And at least 2 games today, we've failed miserably to do that. Here's the history of Benalia. Guess we'll save that for our opponent's turn, as at least we drew a playable. Got a handful of unplayable. We definitely have enough red sources to have double red. It's supposed to be like 90-something%, but there you go. There you go. The voice is here. Good draw. But still, can't get there on the mana. Lyra's here, and we need that land right frickin' now. Our deck should be solid against Lyra, but it isn't if we just never draw. If you never draw, man. We kept a 3-land opener. Relentless Raptor. Oh, it's all coming at us now. So fast, so fast.
I advise good choice.
I don't even get to give them a land? So not cool, man. So not cool. So not cool. How much unluckier can we get? That's the question now. Last card. I mean, I guess it keeps us in the game. No, it doesn't, right? 8, 5, lightning strike, dead. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead, man. The only thing we need is for him to forget to attack with something. Yep. Alright. Worst game ever. Worst game ever. And that'll be the end of our Karn run. It's the first video I've made a video with that didn't get there, but you gotta look back and say, my God, I think a combination of playing bad in that 3rd game and just terrible luck. Terrible. But it happens to all of us. I don't want to pretend otherwise. We're going to put this up anyway because you got to see the wins and the losses, right? Well, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.